Everyone tells you that the massive orange and blue Costco sign is a gated community. They say that without that plastic card in your pocket, you're stuck paying retail prices like a sucker while the lucky ones enjoy $5 rotisserie chickens and bulk buy bliss. But what if I told you the gates aren't actually locked? Most people think the membership fee is the entry price for the American dream of wholesale savings. In reality, there are massive legal and policy-driven backdoors that Costco doesn't exactly advertise, but they absolutely have to honor. I'm not talking about borrowing your cousin's card and hoping the cashier doesn't notice the photo doesn't match. That's a recipe for an awkward confrontation at the register. I've spent over a decade deconstructing retail psychology and supply chain loopholes. I've seen how these big box giants operate from the inside out. The truth is, there are 3 specific 100% legal ways to walk through those sliding doors, fill a cart, and pay the same prices as a Gold Star member without ever handing over $60 for a membership. One of these loopholes is actually protected by state law in places like California and New York, meaning the warehouse literally cannot stop you from buying some of their highest quality products. You probably feel that sting every time you see a Costco haul video or hear about the legendary Kirkland signature quality. It feels like you're being punished for not wanting to commit to a yearly subscription just to buy some paper towels and high-end olive oil. It's frustrating to know the deals are right there, just behind a literal paywall. Here is where it gets interesting. The first secret involves a specific piece of plastic that acts like a Trojan horse. It's called the Costco shop card. Now the catch, and there's always a catch, is that only a member can buy or load it. But here is the part they don't tell you. Anyone, and I mean anyone, can spend it. If you have a friend or family member with a membership, have them load up a shop card with a few $100s. When you walk up to the entrance, you don't show a membership card, you show that shop card. The bouncer at the door has to let you in. When you get to the register, you're treated like royalty. But maybe you don't want to rely on a friend. Maybe you want total independence. That leads us to the most overlooked section of the entire warehouse, the pharmacy. Due to federal and state health regulations, a private club cannot restrict access to prescription medication. If you're heading to the pharmacy, you simply tell the person at the door that's where you're going. They legally have to let you pass. And while you're there, you might notice that the pharmacy loophole extends much further than just your blood pressure meds. I know this sounds like a lot of hoops to jump through, but stick with me, because the third loophole is the one that actually lets you shop the entire inventory from your couch without even owning a car. If you're finding this helpful and want to stop overpaying for your daily essentials, hit that subscribe button. I'm here to make sure the big retailers don't keep all the secrets to themselves. Now, you might be asking, if I'm using these back doors, am I still getting the best price? That's where the math gets a little tricky, and you need to know exactly which loophole to use for which product. Remember how I mentioned that some of these loopholes are actually protected by law? This is where the warehouse secret society starts to crumble. If you live in states like California, New York, Texas, or even Massachusetts, there's a legal reality that Costco doesn't shout from the rooftops. It is technically illegal for a private club to require a membership for the sale of alcohol. Think about that for a second. You can walk right past that membership desk, head straight for the massive wall of Kirkland signature French vodka, which, let's be honest, is basically Grey Goose in a different bottle, and they have to let you buy it. When you get to the entrance, just tell them you're there for alcohol only. Most of the time, they'll point you toward the back. When you reach the register, you simply tell the cashier you aren't a member. They'll call over a supervisor who uses a 99 generic code to process the transaction. But here's the kicker, and this is where most people mess up. You cannot add a single pack of gum or a rotisserie chicken to that order. If you try to sneak in a bag of those addictive peanut butter pretzels, the whole system locks up. It's a pure liquor-only play. Now, you might be thinking, Cody, I don't want to drive to the warehouse just for a bottle of bourbon. I hear you. And that brings us to the digital back door. Most people assume the Costco website is a walled garden. It's not. You can actually shop on Costco.com as a guest, but, and this is a big but, they're going to hit you with a 5% surcharge. Is it worth it? If you're buying a $1,000 laptop, that 5% is $50. At that point, you're basically paying for a membership anyway. But if you just need a specific bulk item that you can't find anywhere else, it's a small price to pay for the convenience of avoiding the Saturday morning parking lot madness. And then there's the Instacart strategy. This is the ultimate lazy loophole. You can order Costco delivery through Instacart without ever owning a membership card. The prices are marked up, sometimes 15 to 20%, and you'll pay delivery fees, but it gives you access to the entire grocery floor. It's the perfect test drive. If you find yourself ordering twice a month, the markup you're paying is literally burning the cost of a membership in the trash. But it gets worse. For years, the one thing everyone could rely on was the $1.50 hot dog. It was the North Star of the retail world. You didn't need a card. You just walked up to the window and ate like a king for change found in your couch cushions. Not anymore. As of this year, Costco has officially started rolling out membership scanners at the food courts. That open door policy is slammed shut. They've realized that the hot dog is a loss leader designed to reward members, not feed the entire neighborhood for free. So, if you're standing there with an empty stomach and no card, these loopholes I've just given you are your only remaining lifelines. Now you're probably wondering, is there a way to get all the benefits of a membership without actually being out of pocket for the fee? Stick with me, because there is one final nuclear option that basically makes the membership free, provided you know how to play their own game against them. So, you've played the loophole game. You've used the pharmacy back door. You've grabbed your legally protected bourbon, and you've even had your cousin load up a shop card for you. But let's be real, that's a lot of work just to save a few bucks on bulk peanut butter. What if I told you that you could have the full, unfiltered Costco experience, the gas station, the tire center, the legendary return policy, for exactly $0? This is the nuclear option, and it's buried deep in Costco's own mission statement. Costco offers a 100% risk-free satisfaction guarantee. And here is the part that most people miss. That guarantee doesn't just apply to the giant jar of pickles you decided you didn't like. It applies to the membership itself. The official policy states that they will cancel and refund your membership fee at any time if you are dissatisfied. Notice those 3 words, at any time. Technically, you could sign up for a $65 Gold Star membership today, shop your heart out for 364 days, walk up to the counter on day 365, and tell them, you know what, I'm just not feeling the vibe. They are required by their own corporate policy to hand you back your $65 in cash. Now, I'm not suggesting you become that person who cycles memberships every year. But if you're on the fence about whether the savings are real, this is your ultimate safety net. It's a year-long free trial that you've already paid for up front. But if you want to be a true smart shopper, you don't just want your money back. You want Costco to pay you. This is where the executive membership math comes in. It costs $130, double the basic tier, but it gives you 2% cash back on almost everything. Most people see that $130 price tag and run for the hills. Do not be most people. If you spend just $271 a month at Costco, which between groceries, a set of tires, or a single tech upgrade is incredibly easy, the 2% reward covers the $65 upgrade cost. If you spend more than that, you are effectively lowering the cost of your membership every time you shop. I've seen families who get a reward check at the end of the year that's bigger than the membership fee itself. They are literally being paid to shop at the best warehouse on earth. So, here is the final verdict. If you only need a specific bottle of wine or a one-time prescription, use the legal loopholes I gave you in Part 1 and 2. They are your best friends for occasional smash-and-grab savings. But if you're actually trying to change your financial trajectory and cut your cost of living, stop acting like a guest and start acting like an owner. Grab the membership, use the executive math to your advantage, and remember that if it doesn't work out, That satisfaction guarantee is your get-out-of-jail-free card. I know the world of retail feels like it's designed to trick you, but once you know the rules of the game, you're the one in control. If you want to see more deep dives into how to beat the system at your favorite stores, make sure you've liked this video and hit that subscribe button. I'm Cody, and this is Smart Shopping. I'll see you in the next one.